tell you the truth. The sun doesn't want you to be dark. I want you to grow old. Ultraviolet rays fall on the skin every time. Are quietly lighting a fire. Specialized in burning collagen, wrinkles, and pigmentation. The relaxation is all baked by this fire. Many people's first reaction is to wear sunscreen. Buy expensive essence, but the most powerful weapon to put out this fire. In fact, it is hidden in the most inconspicuous corner of summer. A watermelon color for $1 or $2 a caddy. The red flesh of a watermelon. Hidden lycopene. It is currently recognized as having the strongest antioxidant capacity. One of the natural pigments. Fight against oxidative damage caused by UV rays. The effect shakes off vitamin 1 several streets. Under red equal weight. Lycopene content in watermelon. Nearly 40% higher than dark tomatoes. And the lycopene in tomatoes. You have to put oil in the pot and stir fry at high temperature before it can be released. Watermelon is not needed. Take it out of the refrigerator and bite it down. Immediately be left behind. You think this is the full power of watermelon. The real trump card has not been played yet. Nowadays, many fitness people eat chicken before exercising. The hero behind a piece of watermelon. It's called virgin. This amino acid enters the body. Will be converted into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide. It's a blood vessel relaxant. It dilates the blood vessels. Better blood flow. The pumping feeling of bloated muscles in the gym. Behind him is his strength. But the place with the highest levels of acid is not the red soil. But you finish eating. The layer of white skin that was thrown into the trash can. Research shows that citrulline content in white skin, 2 to 3 times the red flesh. You've been knowing for a long time. Have been eating the most valuable part of the package. He threw it away. In fact, white skin is completely edible. Fried watermelon rind, cold watermelon rind. Traditional dishes have long been available. It's just that everyone is too troublesome now. Slowly lose this watermelon. One more. Misunderstanding watermelon is so sweet. Is the sugar content particularly high? Watermelon contains only about 6 grams of sugar per 100 grams. And apples are 10 grams. Watermelon is sweeter than apple. It's lower in sugar. Because more than half of the sugar in watermelon is fructose. It's 1.7 times sweeter than cane sugar. And the cooler the temperature, the sweeter it is. He treated the highest sweetness with the least amount of sugar. 90% moisture is responsible for dilution. Make you sweet, but not greasy. This is not a fruit. This is nature's taste deception. Stop vomiting watermelon seeds. It's got protein, healthy fats, and B vitamins. Chew it up and it's totally fine. A watermelon. From red flesh to white skin. To the sunspot, hardly a single scrap. I will teach you 3 tricks to pick melons. Avoid 8 matures. The first, look at the macula on the ground. The more yellow, the better. Yellow is the best. Whitening is mostly a reminder. Second, shoot with your hands. Dong dong, the muffled sound is ripe, and the crisp sound is still deep. Third, look at the tendrils next to the melon field. Curl like a pigtail. It means natural maturity. Transplant dry. Maybe it's juju picking. The advent of this melon on the mountain in 2020. An excellent study domesticated the watermelon. Origin repositioning. The most likely ancestor of today's sweet watermelon. Wild watermelons from Sudan. It hardly rains. A desert where the sun has whitened the ground. At that time, the watermelon was white. Bitter and astringent. Animals only use it as an emergency water source. Archaeologist, more than 4,300 years ago. Ancient Egyptian tomb murals found a cut watermelon pattern. Tutankhamun is blind. Even vomited more than 3,000 years ago. Cucumber squash in a basket of watermelon seeds. Winter gourd bitter gourd is his indulgence. In a large family. Only he came out of the desert. For thousands of years, he's been transported from generation to generation. From Africa to the Middle East. Entering China along the Silk Road. Historical record. Watermelons were developed around the 5 dynasties. The western regions introduced the set to resist the scorching sun. Lock in moisture. A vascular survival system. It wasn't for you at first. It's watermelon in the desert. Armor spelled out to survive. He survived the scorching sun and drought. Countless times rejected. Finally put this equipment forged in hell. Sweetly wrapped in the pulp and handed to you. Next time you're ready to throw away the white skin, stop for a second. That's not waste. It's the part he's most reluctant to hand over. $2 a gin. Who would expect him to hide stories for thousands of years? And a whole set of survival wisdom. But he kept a low profile. Put the most expensive thing, sold at the cheapest price. This summer, how are you going to eat this melon?